Okay then, I've just finished breakfast after spending the first night on the little tree island here. I got here on this Glade Skiff you see the bow of. It's basically a visual replica of the traditional boat of the Gladesmen that was a primary method of getting around out in this area. It was only replaced in the I believe it was the late 30s or 1940s when the airboat came along. This boat's 15 foot 6 long, 22 inches across the stern, about 28 inches at the widest part up forward. Very flat bottom, it'll float in 3 inches of water. What I plan on doing out here was some fly fishing and shooting a little video of what it looks like from the boat moving through the grass, being propelled by a push pole. There's just no way to use a paddle when you get out in that grass. Push pole's the only way to go, and it's a pretty efficient means of getting around. But if you look at the sky up there, it's not real promising, and from the way the grass is leaning to the left, I'm kind of thinking that fly fishing just may not happen. What you see here is the boat will start kind of oscillating back and forth here as the wind is blowing it around to the left, and I'm trying to bring it back around to the right with the pole. Sometimes I get a happy balance and we go straight. Sometimes I get an unhappy balance and we go right into the deep weeds. But when the boat's moving through the heavy grass, you get a little momentum going, and if you can start your next push before the glide ends from your first push, you get a little momentum going and you can make pretty good time. Of course, now right here we hit the heavy stuff with the headwind and we come to a complete halt. This is not the efficient means of locomotion I was describing just a minute ago. But I'm determined, I want to give it a try, get out there so I can show you what it's like. All the water, everything you see out here, there's about 1.5 feet of water on top of it. It's that's the overall average depth. There'll occasionally be some deeper holes, such as the one I was looking for, planning on doing the fly fishing. But right now it's just not looking real promising at all. As you'll notice when we get into this area where the grass is a lot thinner, I'm losing that extra lateral resistance that the tall grass was giving, and the boat's going to start a little more sideways movement. See, it's starting right there. So I don't know. I'm not so sure this is going to work. I'm thinking maybe we need to be going the other way. Trying to swing it into the wind, but the wind picks up, and now I think I'm moving faster sideways than I was forward. Oh yeah. Okay, so much for that idea. Now we're going to plan B, I think. Yep, plan B. Pointed back to the island. Pick up the pole, pick a direction, plant that thing, and lean on it. The camera's sitting on a tripod about 2 feet off the bottom of the boat. I'm standing on a platform on the back end of the boat over the narrow section, so my eyes are probably a good 6 feet above the water, so I actually have a bit better view than what you're seeing right here. But still, trying to find that right spot to get through to get back into my comfort zone, I guess you could say. The safety of our little harbor here. That's what I'm looking for. And I think I've got it spotted. So we're just going to push on through and get back in there. a distance, this little channel, which they call a trail out here, is just about impossible to spot. If you don't know where it is, you go right by it. Don't ask me how I know that. There's a fish camp on this island. The owner's not in residence right now, and it's left in the care of the good people at Max Fish Camp. That's a group of some of the nicest people you ever want to meet. They've been running the fish camp now for 5 generations. Marshall Jones was my primary contact, and he basically made all this possible. Told me how to get here, gave me some pretty good advice on what to look for, and his depth of knowledge is just amazing. If you're thinking about heading out into the Everglades, I highly recommend you check out maxfishcamp.com and get in touch with Marshall or Brother John, and they'll take care of you. You notice there's a little dock on the left over there, and when we get in the little lagoon here, there's a little white, small white structure. The materials for everything was more than likely all brought in by airboat, and everything built here on site. It must have been one heck of a job, but for a perfect little piece of paradise like this, it certainly was worth it. And as we come on in here, there's not a whole lot left to do except bring the bow around to the left and let the wind turn the boat, and lay her up against the dock so I can tie it up and try to figure out what to do with the rest of my day.